Hi guys, let's continue with our development of the whole demo of AWS Connect for airlines, right? So in this, what we are going to do is first we have already created the main menu where booking intent is already been configured, right? Now what we will do is we will do for or we will ask details like form and to city, date, and number of passenger to book a particular ticket or to make a search for the ticket, right? Okay, so quickly we will move to our call flow. Okay, so this is where we left the call flow. Let's do and this get triggered. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create one more flow. Where is my flow? And I will name it as RTM underscore what is it? Booking, right? And let's terminate it over here just for such just so that I can publish it. Okay, so is it publish? Yeah, it is published now. So what I will do, so instead of going over here, the create booking, I will flow transfer to flow set event set transfer to flow. So why I'm doing this so that all this flows right going to get complicated, right? And I want to keep it as a simple and as simple as it can get and as pretty it can get, right? So what I will do is once user select create booking, right? I will transfer them to my RTM booking, which is the flow where we are going to have the whole flow. And if there is an error, we will disconnect. Okay. So let's connect over there and click over here. Okay. Now let's understand what are the things we have to capture. First, we have to capture from, right? So again, as usual, what we need is get customer input, right? And we are not going to have everything in one intent and going to use the slot, right? So what we are going to use is different intents, right? And different intents will have each intent will have a slot. Okay, so why I'm doing that, because it give us the possibility to handle the error handling scenario. Let's say if user enters something wrong, and if you use intent based slot, right, like if over here, uh, so what happens is it loops through this and continuously, right? I don't want that. Okay, so what we are doing is we are asking for city, right? City name, and we are going to use the both uh, city name for to and capture, right? So city. Ooh, well, let's go with US city, okay? And I will give like Mumbai. Okay, it's going to be a tricky one, but yeah. Where it went? I didn't create it. No worries, I will create it. So create, and that will what is that city? And US city, I will name it city name. Okay, and this is marked as mandatory, and I will say it's Pune. Again, I will mark it as city name. Okay, and what I will do is just this is the output that we are going to get, right? So I will use city name, I will do use build, and it will start doing that. Meanwhile, I will come over here. I will play the prompt like please enter the from city name. Okay, and user is going to enter over there something, right? And what we are going to use is add intent, and once we get the city name, right, we will move to the next. What we will move to the next, we will move to the set contact attribute, right? Why you will say set contract attribute? Because we have to store these values somewhere, right? So we'll create a user defined variable, something called uh, from city. Okay, and its value is lex. Where is lex? And slots, and slot name was, what was the name we have given? Intent name, city name, conflict with the, oh, okay, sorry, we can't have the intent and this one same city name, let's say only city. So this way we will not have any conflict. 710, click build, and over here we have city, right? And if it is error and default, we will use this logic what we have over here, uh, control and copy and paste. So it got paste over here, and it will loop for 2 times, and then oops, so it will be for default and error over here, and for success it will over here, and for error also. And if it is completed, right, what we are doing over here. Okay, so we are playing this, so we will copy this, copy, come over here and paste, and it came over here, and let's put them somewhere like this so that these are not been used extensively. Oh, sorry, this can be used extensively. Okay, for now we have collected the city name, right? And build is complete. Thank you. And now what I will do is, where it went? Okay. Now what we'll do is we have captured and store it over there. Now again we have to capture, right? So I will again capture Control C, Control V, and over here, what is this? Okay. So we will put it little bit behind so that it does not abstract the nice view that we have created. Okay. So it completes. So we will come on. Yeah, thank you. Oopsie. Okay. Now over here, we will just change the prompt. Come on, to city name. Okay. And this is success and error also over here. And Control C, Control V. Oops. What happened? Oh, we got extra. Okay, let it be. And over here, if we go, we will give the variable name as to city, and this remains the same. Okay, so again what we are doing, for the first time we are capturing from city, then we are capturing the to city, we storing that uh, lex input as one of the variable. And now what was our next thing we have to ask? Date. Okay, and please enter the uh, departure date. Okay, now we don't have for anything for date, right? So we'll create ask date as an intent. Okay, and in this we will say uh, like to go on 23rd September. Okay, something like that, and we will give it as date, and it will be date, like it's, let's say give today. User can say any date, right? So we can't control on that, but we can definitely control save and control build. So it will come over there. Okay, and intent name is not this. What was that? Ask date, I think we kept, right? Yeah, ask date. So we will ask the date and save. Again, I will copy this two gentlemen over there. Control C, Control V over here, and this is for your default and error scenario, and this is for its success and error scenario, and this is for its complete. Okay, so now we got the to and from, and now Control C and Control V. Okay, and over here it will be, what is that? The dep date. Okay, and the slot name is date we have given, right? That is the name you have given, date. Yeah. So the date is confirmed. Okay, so now we got to, from, and date. Now what we will do is we will capture the number of passengers, right? So again, we have to do this, Control C and Control V. I don't think we require the set contract attributes, because in this, what I'm going to do, or I was planning to do, is use something called confirmation, right? Is this correct or not, something like that. And for that, I'm planning to use this quick reply template, which is like nothing but buttons, right? So what I will do is, for this one I will ask, uh, please enter number of passengers. Okay, now let's say if user enter 123 or whatever, right? So what we have to do is we have to first pass, right? For the confirmation will be done via lex in the lambda, right? So sorry, variable name, right? So this is to city, right? And I will set dynamically using, oh sorry, it's is a user defined. Where is user defined? I was getting confused. User defined, and what was that? To city only, right? To city we will pass, and then we will pass form city, right? That is the name we have given, right? And that will be set dynamically by using user defined and this one, and also the date, right? What date we have given? I think dep date, right? So this is going to be stored in system variables, right? And dynamically user defined, and over here I think we have given the same name. So all three parameters we have given, right? Now it is going to trigger the intent over here, and where is our trigger? Trigger is here, and since we are not collecting any number, we will create something like ask number, right? And this will be nothing but it's for, or number of passenger user can say, right? I will search for number, number, yeah, this one, right? And we will have like this, and again user can say like two passenger, right? And this is also a, why it's not coming? Oh, okay, I have not entered. And this is also number. Now what I want to do, once user press this number, right, I want to show that this interactive message, right? So what I will do is I will pass this information where it went to our lambda. Our lambda was something RTM rich message. It will ask for permission. I will give the permission, and then I will click save intent. Now what will be the output, right? We have to also know that part, right? So output will be, we will say, is this correct or not? Yes or no, right? So I think I already have yes and no. I will just use those, right? So I have yes intent. I will add that. I also have no intent created earlier. So I will click on that and add, and no should go to my this one, right? New lambda which I have. Click save, and yes also should go to my lambda which I have. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to pass the session attribute which is been captured and back to my connect contact flow, right? That is how we can get. Now, so we have created the prompt. Please enter the sorry, the screen is so small. Enter the number of passengers. So user will say we are passing the attributes, and intent will be either yes or intent can be no. Remember, now we are not getting the uh, output over here. Output as what we are asking number. Ask number is not the intent we will get, because from here we are going to trigger a interactive message like this one, and this will again, once user select any of the options, right? So that will be captured as yes or no, right? Whatever the user is going to select. Okay, so now we will do is we will come over here, and over here we will see what information we are getting, right? So first of all, once we come over here, right, let's do one thing. We will print. Is it getting print already? Oh, it is getting print. Okay, so let's do a demo till this point, right? So that we can see what exactly is coming, and then what we will do is after that, what is that? We will have to display the list display, right? And so that is also we have to show. So once you just say yes, okay. So how to display the list? That will be, again we have to enter over there. Okay, that we will come later. So let's do a play prompt and disconnect the. Okay, let's do a end over here, and let's come till this part. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to know what exactly the variable names we are getting over there in the Lambda, so that I can create the custom UI. Okay, so click publish. I hopefully it should publish. No, why not? Oh, for complete we have not added. So minimize, and you should come over here. Okay, now publish. Eureka. Okay, now I also want to open my monitor and click on, once it's loaded, I will click over here so that the logs get generated. I will refresh this one. Also click over here. Now the bot is loading. Okay, so I will say help, right? And it should generate the menu. I will say book my flight. So it's asking, please enter the city name. I will enter Pune, and Mumbai. Departure date, let's say tomorrow, right? It doesn't take that. Okay, let's say 31st October. Does it take? Oh, it takes. So tomorrow, what? TOMO ROW. Okay, I will check on this one. Number of passenger, 3, right? Now it will give me selected ask number. So okay, let it be. I know what is going on. So let's come over here and see the first session attribute that we got, right? So what are the things that we got? Sorry, not this one, this one. Okay, so did we got any session attributes? We didn't get any session attributes. I'm as surprised as you can get. Okay, is it right or why the time is 6:43? This is RTM rich message, cloud message. Let's do refresh. Okay, so this is the log, right? Oh no, 76. Okay, sorry, sorry, sorry. Okay, so we triggered the help. Okay, so that was for help. We don't have anything. Then again, we for the second time when we received a form city is null. Okay, so that we have to check why it is not coming. And we did connected with the ask number and we got the slots as 3. Okay, so let's first capture these values, right, in the code for the confirmation. So we know that this is for ask number, right? And let's do over here. Ask number was the intent name. Where is the intent name? Over here, ask number. Okay. So for ask number, what we will do is we will get the uh, message, right? And what is the message we want to display? We want to display the message, which is nothing but this one, right? Let's do control X and we will go over here and blah 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 and paste it over here. Let's do a little bit of formula, tab. Okay, now what I want thank you for sharing the details. Okay, before that, we didn't get what? From city. So we will go over here. From city was this. Okay, and when we are passing to city, oh, from city spelling mistake. Okay, no worries. Hiccups happen. I know what is the issue, so it has been resolved. Okay, so now what we will do is we will get the details and thank you for sharing the details. Now we are preparing the prompt which will be displayed to the user. Thank you for sharing the details. You have, your details are from, let's do variable over here. Okay, so now I need the variable name. Okay, from city. So this is inside session attributes and from city. Okay, so session attributes, sorry, request dot session attributes, and in that I have what from city, right? So I will name it like F city, right? And I will just copy the name properly so that there is no compilation error. From city is the name we are giving. Oops. Publish. Okay, so from city and F city. Now, what are the other variables that we are getting? One, two, three, four, right? Now we are getting T city also, that is two city. Two city we are getting like this. So that is the two city. And the third item we are getting is the departure date. And that is departure date. Let's give it departure date. And the fourth one we are getting is from slot, right? Slot was what? Current intent. Okay. So current intent is at what level? Parent level only. So current intent. So request dot current intent dot slots and dot what we have the number, and this will be uh, number. Okay, there is no equal to sign. Okay, anyway, so we have captured all the inputs, right? And now what we will do is we will say thank you for sharing your details. Your details are uh, your details. No, you are looking for flight from, and that is FCT, right? Plus plus inside of that, and then next is TCT to, or we can do like this also, /n/n and /n/n. And what is the two city name? Plus plus this one, and then what we are doing is for date. This is for date. This will be again /n/n. For date, which date we are traveling? We are traveling on this departure date, right? And I will click plus, and again this will be /n/n, number of passengers, right, equal to plus here. So now we have the message over there. Now what we will do over here is I can say yes and no, right? I will remove the third options. Click over here, move to home, and click on just quick and pass the just quick, click deploy. I hope this all code is right and will or should work right in the first go. Let's see how it goes. Click end, click refresh again, and once it loads, I will type help, and then we will get something like book a flight, right? From city, let's say this time I will go to London. Then give the two city to Pune. That's only one. Departure date today. Why the names are not coming, right? This Friday. Huh, interesting. Today and tomorrow is not working. So number of passengers three. So we got these details right from Pune to, and date, number of passenger. Okay, so we got yes and no. Now what we will do is we will configure for yes and no, right? How the input will be and how the output will be. So that will be in the part 4, how to display the list based on the input from here. So once user say yes, we will display the list. And once user said no, what we will do is we will give one more try and go back to over here somewhere, like over here, right? So that is what we will do. So yeah, hopefully you like the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.